Hi, so yesterday I went and saw Eclipse. I didn't go to the midnight premiere because I went to see New Moon at the midnight premiere and like everyone screamed throughout all of it. So I decided to like wait a couple of days to go and see it. I wrote some notes on it, so if I'm looking down a lot, that's probably why. Okay, so the first thing I didn't really, well, I did like the book a lot. Like out of the 4 books even, it was my second favourite. I liked Twilight the best, then Eclipse, then New Moon, then Breaking Dawn. But I definitely had like a lot of parts of Eclipse I really liked. Whereas Twilight, it was like the overall best, but like some parts of it I didn't really like. In the movie I thought the pacing was kind of not that good. Like some parts went way too fast for my like the 10th scene, and some parts that I didn't really care about went really slow. It was also too short. Like I know they can't fit everything from the book into the movie, and I know Twilight was kind of short and everything, and people complained about that. But I understood why Twilight was short, because they didn't know if it was going to do that well at the box office, so they couldn't like make a really long film and invest loads of money in it in case it didn't go bad. But this has been like one of the most anticipated films this year, so I thought they could have made it a bit longer and fit more stuff in. Because it was like under 2 hours, I think a bit under 2 hours. So it was kind of a short film, not that short, but like they could have made it longer, I guess. And now on characters. The characters I liked, I thought Riley was really good. He was good, I don't know. As always, I really like Charlie in the films. I think he's a really good match for the character in the book. I liked all of the Cullens. I don't really like Esme, but I don't know, I've just never liked Esme from the films. I just don't really think she's a good match. And I always remember her, I'm not sure what the programme she was in, ER or something, I'm not really sure, but I always remember her as a character from there. Also Jasper and Emmett's hair were like really weird in this film, and they always change like every film, and I always think, what are you doing? It like, especially Emmett, he had like a bow cut. It looked really weird. Alice is like one of my favourite vampires. Throughout all the films I really thought she did a good job again. And Rosalie and Jasper's backstory I really liked as well, because it like got more depth to the character, and especially if you've not read the books, it made you understand them a lot more. Some characters I disliked. Well, I didn't really dislike any characters, but these were some I didn't like as much. And Victoria, I didn't like have much of an opinion on her. I know they've changed her up, because it used to be Rochelle or Lavelle or something, I'm not sure, who used to play her. She wasn't in it that much, Victoria, this time, so it was kind of hard to have an opinion on her, because she was in it a bit, but I liked the old Victoria more, I guess. And also Brie, like, it wasn't that I disliked this character, it's just I didn't care what happened to her. Like, I know Stephanie Meyer is doing a book about her, and I think, oh, there's already one out about her, so they obviously have to focus on her a bit, but I could not care less, like, and they kept like having like little scenes with her in, and I was like, I don't really care. It's like in Breaking Dawn when they introduce all the new vampires, and I'm like, I don't care about these people. It was the same with Brie. Another thing, and I think this is me, and because I was talking to my friend after the film, and she was like, what? I don't even get it. But Edward mumbles a lot, and like when Edward starts to mumble, Bella starts to mumble as well, and I can never understand what they're saying in some scenes, because he's like talking really weird and like really quietly, and I know he's like a sexy vampire, so he has to talk all quiet, but it was just weird. I also like the special effects. I think they were a lot better in this film than the other two. I like that they didn't sparkle this time. And the special effects with like the running, it was a lot better when they showed it from the waist up, because it looked a lot more realistic. And the only special effects part I didn't like was when they were in the snow. I just thought it looked really weird against a white background, like when she had her head taken off. I just thought that was really weird. And yeah, it just looked really, like, you know mannequins in a store, sometimes you see them with the head like taken off, and it just looked like that to me. It just was really unrealistic. But everything that went in the snow, like the fight scene between the newborns and the vampires and the werewolves, that was really, really good. Also something I didn't like about the snow was, I know it's a lot warmer in the daytime and everything, but Bella, I think she was just in like a little hoodie or something, I can't really remember what she was wearing, but she didn't seem to be cold at all. Like, I know she was distracted by Victoria and whatever, but before that and everything, she won't complain about the cold at all, and she seemed absolutely fine. Whereas in the night time, where I know it was a storm and everything, she was like so freezing. But then like in the daytime you'd still be cold if it was snowing and everything. And she was like okay about everything. And then when Victoria came, she was like, she didn't really care that much. I know she was scared and she was stood behind Edward, but she didn't seem to react at all. My favourite scene was the fight scene between the newborns and the Cullens and the werewolves. As I said, I thought the special effects was brilliant there. And like everyone had their own little part in it kind of. Like all the Cullens. And I thought it was done really well. And then that was the part where I really liked the pacing because I thought it went really good. The tent scene, it was my favourite scene throughout all the books, and it just went too fast and they missed out like so much. And like also in the books Bella protests a lot about Jacob going in the tent, and she was like she didn't care at all. So yeah, but yeah, I thought it was good, better than New Moon, but that's because I like the story in Eclipse better, but not as good as Twilight. So yeah, bye guys.